move on to Xbox One.
We got to burn through these.
So, first big announcement's Xbox, at least in my opinion, backward compatibility for the Xbox 360 games to the Xbox One.
Huge.
Which is cool and bad. Bad being that Microsoft a few years ago, it's not going to happen, it's impossible, it's a different technology, we couldn't do it even if we wanted to.
Right.
And this has been Microsoft's story. They've talked out of their butts for that first year. And a lot of things they said would never happen have happened.
We're never going to get rid of Kinect.
Yep.
No Kinect.
It makes it hard to trust Microsoft, and that's their biggest downfall, I think, for consumers. It's like, why would I buy something from you when I don't know what to expect from you?
Right.
You're giving me faults.
And apparently this was built in from the very first one.
I guess. But it's cool. I mean, that was old leadership. Phil Spencer's done a hell of a job with Microsoft, so I'm not putting it on him.
Mm-hmm.
But that's awesome. For people who have your Xbox 360, haven't upgraded, don't get rid of your games. Don't sell them. At least keep the games you love. It's not going to happen right away.
Right, they're starting with 100.
Yeah, it's going to be a rolling out process, but they're going to get to it. So if you got a game, you love it, keep it. And that's awesome for a gamer.
Yeah,
sure.
That's pretty
It
cool.
was the biggest downfall between PS2 and PS3.
Yeah, man, I wish.
It was the biggest.
That's where I
it was
really
the
wanted
thing.
some backward compatibility.
Well, they needed it for that console, too.
Gosh.
Yeah.
They really did. I mean, that was the one thing that I was upset about.
Yeah.
Yeah, is I was like, you telling me that I can't play my games, all these games that I had.
What makes me mad is I sold all my Xbox
Me too.
360 games, and I don't know. Gamers shouldn't do this because it's like a punch in the crotch if you're a guy or a punch in the boob if you're a girl. But when you do the math,
Go ahead.
how much money you put into your video games.
It's disgusting. I stopped doing that kind of
don't do
a long
that.
time
I was
ago.
over $3,000 in video games, which compared to some gamers is pretty low. And I traded all that stuff in and maybe got $200, $300 out of it.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw up.
And there was, I want to say at least 20, 25 games I would have loved to have kept. Star Wars Force Unleashed. Loved that game. I would have loved to have kept it. So now I gotta go back and buy some of those games.
For almost the same price you bought them for the first time.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. But that's cool. You guys don't have Xbox Ones. I do. And I'm very excited for that, even though I got rid of all my Xbox games.
It's funny because I sold my Xbox 360 and I traded all my games except for like 2 or 3 just because of sentimental value. Like my Assassin's Creed 2 Collector Edition.
So now you can buy Xbox
Hey,
One.
Assassin's Creed 2 was a great one.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
mine. But see, it kind of goes back to that other thing of the graphics going, downgrading. Because I got Assassin's Creed 2 on PC with max settings and I can't play it. It's my favorite game. I can't play it because it just doesn't live up to.
Which is cool that hopefully other developers and Sony, Nintendo's taking note of this and thinking we need to do something similar.
Yeah.
Not just an emulator, because emulators aren't always the greatest experience. Get the backwards compatibility figured out.
Yeah.
Be good to your consumer.
There's
I
really
invested
no
more
reason
than
you can't.
$3,000 into games.
Yeah.
I think you can treat me well by letting me keep them.
And in
Right.
the end, there's
That's a
really,
good point.
they always say, oh, it's going to be too hard to put. No, you can't, because technology is getting better. There's no reason why you can't put an emulator or something on the system that could read those games.
If you can play Minecraft on your table, you can play.
I always thought
games.
how cool it would be if Nintendo somehow came out with a game or a system that had individual slots for every type of different thing they came out with, because they're the worst about it, right? Sony's been pretty much CDs the entire through.
Right.
So is Microsoft, but with Nintendo you got the tiny disc, the big disc, the cartridge, the tiny cartridge,
Yeah.
the blow-in cartridge, whatever. And they came out with a console that had all of them in there.
Just a
so it
huge
looked like
line.
some Swiss cheese thing. And you just kind
Just
of
like,
popped
which
it
one
in.
is this one?
You know, if
Put it into a works, bro.
it would be a really nice throwback and tribute to loyalty to the first company that says, here you go, here's our thing, you can play them all, have a blast.
And that was what the Wii had too with GameCube, and I liked that a lot too because I played a bunch of GameCube games on my Wii.
Well, not to Nintendo's defense, I think the reason that was because the Wii was supposed to be the redeemer of the GameCube. And they don't want the GameCube people feeling like they got screwed.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like we're giving you life or half the console cycle of a normal console.
They even put 4 ports up top for the controllers when, now they're just doing the adapters or whatever, but they had it built right in. So.
Well, and to Nintendo's defense, they are good about, you can still use the GameCube controller right now on the Wii U for Smash Brothers.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad they do that.
That is cool. So,
Next time
I guess
it's-
Nintendo should get some credit for kind of doing that.
But back to Microsoft.
But next big news from Xbox, and I was kind of surprised by this. Fallout 4 is kind of putting its exclusive content to Microsoft first, and that's a lot of it has to do with Microsoft probably offering them a ton of money. But still, I was surprised. I figured they would go with PlayStation just because of
Like Call of Duty.
Yeah, I mean that's what Call of Duty's a money making machine, and they want to go where
Prints
the
it.
people are.
It prints money and crap. And they buy the crap and they print the money.
They only have like a 2-month exclusive on it, don't they?
Yeah, it's exactly almost like Xbox and the PlayStation relationship with all the other Call of Duties, to where you're not gonna have to wait long. It's like you said, a month usually for the extra content, but still, it's.
I remember when I had the Xbox and my brother loved Call of Duty and he had the PS3 and I'd be like, dude, Zombies is so sweet. He was like, I haven't even played it yet.
Yeah.
Like, well, I'm already bored of it.
And that's the thing too. But if anything else, I guess it keeps people playing. But Fallout 4, big news on that though is that you're going to be able to carry your mods from the PC over to the Xbox One.
Which I
cool.
see this happening a lot. I see this.
Other mods?
Yes.
Which is because of Windows 10,
Right.
should be said.
Exactly. So I see with Microsoft obviously carrying the industry in both sides, I foresee a lot of this happening.
I think you're right.
A lot of this.
It's awesome. And who's going to tell you why mods are awesome is Austin, because he has played the hell out of Just Cause 2.
I have played.
Why should people be excited about being able to use mods on a console?
Well, mods are really cool, especially with Just Cause 2 and GTA 5. Mods will let you do things that you would neverly normally do.
We create
on
words
the
here at
game.
Entertainment Avenue.
Never land. Anyway, so you could just do stuff that you've never thought you could do in a game. You could, like GTA, you could fill the whole thing with water, fill your whole city with water.
Mm-hmm.
Just Cause, you could have a boost button or pirate ships or whatever you want.
You can be Iron Man in GTA. You can make your guy Iron Man.
Yeah, it adds so much more to the game. I don't use a ton of mods because I feel like they are created by a couple of guys in the garage or whatever.
You need to get certified mods.
Yeah, they're tough for me to power through some of the glitchiness and stuff like that, but they're still really fun and they can add a lot to a game that you're bored with. So with Fallout 4, I'm sure it's going to be a great matchup.
Why I'm excited, and this is going to be very relevant to Fallout 4, is Skyrim mods. There were mods you could get to Skyrim that could literally make the graphics, the lighting effects, the physics of it almost 3 times better than what they had developed originally.
Wow.
And it's by the same studio, same type of concept, open world game. It's going to be exciting. So, and to Derek's point, and Austin's, like Just Cause, and GTA, there are a lot of games that you can mod on a PC that you haven't been able to do on consoles, mainly because
They'd lock you out and restrict you, basically.
Right. Yeah.
You just don't have the
it's
customization.
easy to cheat in multiplayer games as well if you can mod. That should be said. And that's why I think you're going to see certain games.
StarCraft.
But I wouldn't be surprised to see that certain mods are allowed and certain mods aren't.
Yeah,
That
some
would
sort
surprise me. But it's cool.
restriction.
They'll put the fun mod down there.
Yeah, Iron Man mods.
Gonna help though for those hardcore PC gamers thinking of what console they want to go to.
Well, of course they'd go to Xbox.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially where it's cross-platform. You're saying as well.
100%. If I was a PC gamer, that's what I'd do. 100%.
So this isn't huge news, but it's cool. Early game access for games that are in development will start coming to Xbox called Game Preview. Very similar to what Steam does. It's for usually your smaller independent game developers.
Right.
Have a great idea, maybe haven't quite finished the game. DayZ is probably a good example of this. You could buy it from Steam, incomplete, and play what they've done to kind of get an idea of it,
Kind
help
of a taste
fund the
of it.
game, and they're going to start doing that with the Xbox One.
I think it's a good
PC
idea.
That's kind of a
developers.
cool concept.
Yeah.
No, you know,
Because you get to get the full game when it's released anyway, and you
exactly.
get to play as much of it as you have the ability to.
The one thing that makes me nervous though is what if they get games on there that aren't going to finish? You know, because that's one of the big issues with Steam is a lot of games get on there and they just realize it's such an undertaking or it's going to cost so much money. Those games don't get completed, and you put your money into it.
Or something, a falling out will happen like the Silent Hill game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That demo killed, and then they snagged it away from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, killed itself. Committed
rumors
suicide.
that Microsoft was trying to get the
Microsoft was
rights
gonna
to
pick
it,
it up.
but didn't. I mean, they came out and said, no, that is not happening. We are not giving the rights to Microsoft.
Wow.
Because we're with the Toros.
So that's cool. I mean, for those of you who want to help those kind of developers and give them some good feedback to make the best game ever.
Could be cool, could also be a waste of money.
Oh, and I could see this coming to Sony. It'd be a pretty easy
Yeah.
thing to come to any platform, to be honest.
Especially we haven't had it before.
Yeah.
It's just now, but I'm excited. I think that's a cool idea.
Another thing here is the new Xbox One Elite controller for $150. Do you guys get a chance to check this controller out?
Has the removable buttons, right?
Yeah.
Just like a customizable controller. Basically.
For your average gamer, it's a total waste of money. You're just not going to use it the way it's meant to be used.
Right, because it's got the extra shoulder buttons on it. It's got the removable buttons on it. It's got the fully compatible. You're going to be a competitive gamer. This is your
layout. Your
what
setup.
they're selling it for is insane too. These controllers cost maybe $30 to make. They're selling it for $150. Controller, normal one you buy right now maybe costs them $11 to make. They're selling it for about $60.
Right.
It's a total profit thing. Professional gamers though, you should be excited.
Yeah.
It's a statistic. It's a fact that having more trigger controllers over here
Makes you better.
makes you better. Split second can make a huge difference in competitive gameplay.
No doubt.
Higher joysticks, it's a fact, can make you more accurate for first-person shooters.
Huh.
Different D-pads can make you, again, a fact, better at fighting games because you're better to complete combos or certain maneuvers.
Well, that's why it's when you look at take PC gamers. That's why you have so many hotkeys, because you are better when you're doing this with a single click than you are trying to do whatever. It's all about hotkeys, and I can see that from a competitive gamer standpoint. This controller would be elite, and yeah, it'd be great to have 4 shoulder pads, and all I'm doing is boom, 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 instead of trying to hit my triangle or square. I'm using these 3 fingers for shoulder pads. It'd be awesome.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's cool. Austin, you have anything you'll put on it?
No, I think you guys hit the nail on the head with that one. Professional gaming, for me, not for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Average gamer, don't deal with it. Don't even bother.
Not worth
Yeah,
it.
it's
In
not
fact,
worth
and
it.
there
It's
are
not.
some cheaper versions of customizable controllers that if you just want different analog sticks or whatever, spring for that.
You can even buy attachments for the ones you have as well.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
There's
I've
different
even
routes to
seen
take.
shoulder setups you can attach to a controller.
Yeah, I've seen those. Those are.
I don't know how great they
Those are
are.
weird.
How much more competitive gaming competitions are done with the Xbox than they are with PS4? I mean, realistically, we've just now, all 3 of us got the same input of saying, you're a professional gamer, go for this. But if you're looking in the realm of professional gaming, I mean, number 1 still PC.
And that's what I was going to say. The games
Number
on
1
PC
still PC.
in the consoles is more likely to be played on PC than you
Right.
on Xbox One or PS4.
But if you look at the other gaming competitions out there, are they really outmatched by PS compared
I'd say it
to Xbox?
depends on who's hosting it. I mean,
Yeah.
if Sony's hosting the tournament for Call of Duty, it's going to be on PS4.
Right. I mean, pretty much PC, hands down, still has the gaming world for competition-wise. I mean, if you're a professional, you're on PC more than
So we
anything
probably
else.
didn't need a new Elite controller at this point.
Not
in
now.
time.
People are excited for it.
But
it's getting good hype.
maybe they're getting prepared for these crossovers that they're doing, bringing more PC to Xbox.
Well, and that's another thing I don't have on the list, but we're going to bring it up, is Microsoft has announced a partnership with Oculus Rift.
Right.
So you're going to be able to stream games from your Xbox. And I'm not sure if this is through your Windows 10's PC. What's the deal? But you're going to be
Which
able
comes
to
out next month, by the way.
Yeah, I got a free I get a free
Upgrade?
upgrade to it.
Sweet.
Stoked. But Oculus Rift's going to come with an Xbox One controller. That's where they're making their home at.
Huh.
So that's
Minecraft
cool.
looked pretty sick.
Well, and
Yeah,
what's
that would be pretty sick.
It looks
Interesting.
pretty sick.
Yeah.
is I think Microsoft said Sony's working on Project Morpheus, which is their VR headset.
Right.
We're working on HoloLens. HoloLens is not VR. It's augmented reality.
Right.
It takes your surroundings
And
and,
then puts stuff on
augments the
them.
game inside of it.
Did you guys watch the Minecraft demo though?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was saying.
Blew my mind. Just like the
awesome.
3D printing pizzas.
God, we're going on with 3D pizzas.
No, I'm off that. HoloLens.
Okay.
Minecraft.
HoloLens pizza.
HoloLens pizza. Oh my god.
It tastes like nothing.
It's so good.
It's pixelization of air. Yummy.
Oh, so much weight. Yes, I did. The new one, they actually had little Spartans walking on the guy's table. Little Halo Spartans.
Oh my gosh.
It's supposed to be really cool.
I hope it works better than Kinect.
Yeah.
Because
Well, and I think what's promising too with this is it's not technically made for the Xbox One. It'll work with the Xbox One, but it's more of a PC tool.
PC accessory.
And there's a lot more people with PCs than there were Xboxes with Kinect. So for that reason alone, and the fact that NASA's on board and helping with it, which is insane, is
We're gonna colonize Mars, but I think this is more important because Minecraft is.
Well,
awesome.
the crazy thing is they don't realize that everyone playing Minecraft is actually colonizing Mars.
Yeah.
As we speak.
Wow. That's
virtual colonization. So, but anyways, those are two blips that are cool. There still isn't a lot of info out, but you should check out the HoloLens demo. And if you haven't seen anything on the VR, it's tough to get a grasp of it through a video, but check it out. It's still worth, taking a little time to see what it's
Hopefully this will still be at least a year or two out before they really release it.
Kinects, Oculus Rift's supposed to be coming out this year.
Wow.
We're not going to talk about it. Well, that'll be a different podcast.
When it comes out,
Yeah.
maybe we can.
But they announced some specs, what you're going to need, about startup costs, but startup cost isn't official yet. So we'll hold off until we hear more official details, and we'll talk about the Oculus Rift.
Sounds good.
So this is the piece of tech, I feel like, from Microsoft that's going behind the curtain, kind of like the Vita, the Kinect.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so happy.
I use my Kinect for voice controls, and that's it. And there just isn't any games for it. Same problem with the Vita.
The only thing with the Kinect that I actually semi-enjoyed was the dancing games.
Yeah.
And I played the dancing games on the Kinect. I played the dancing games with the Wii. I played the dancing games with the Move.
Yeah.
And the Kinect was the best one.
Mm.
Because it was the only one that made you actually have to move. Once I realized that I could dance on the Wii with shaking a remote, I sat on the couch and just shake the remote. And that was the only thing that I liked the Kinect for. Other than that, I could care less.
And I'm the guy with the Kinect. It's cool. We can see a lot. The technology's a lot better than Kinect, I guess 1.1. Yeah, whatever you want to call it. But other than for controlling your operating system, jumping from a game to game, controlling your YouTube videos, your DVD, your TV shows, it's not an essential. I don't need the Kinect to get the full experience with my Xbox One.
Mm.
So I'm okay with it taking a back seat.
It's these motion controllers were basically the 3D of the TV industry.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it. Yeah, it was a great, fun little party tool, but that's all you're gonna really use it for. You're gonna wait until everyone's get wasted. You're gonna pull it out and say, "Let's dance,"
Yeah.
and then everyone's gonna dance.
Yeah.
About the only cool game that I ever played on any of the systems that had to do with the thing was the game that you and I played with the Move, where it was shooting the zombies.
Oh, yeah.
That was, and we were pointing at it and trying to shoot. That was the only real fun that I could say, wow, I could sit down and actually point this and not feel like a douchebag pointing it for 2 hours.
Well, on the PlayStation Move, I really did enjoy the Frisbee Golf. And there's some games that are perfect for that type of stuff, but Kinect hasn't really have created a game yet that
Leave
I
it to
feel like.
Nintendo, they have it. Just
I still play Wii
motion.
Golf.
Yeah.
I play every Wednesday actually with my brothers.
Really?
I've lost a lot of money. I've also gotten a lot of money.
Do you think you're over or under?
I'm probably broke even, honestly.
You're on the line.
But it's still fun because we'll play 18 holes.
Yeah.
We'll play the best of the first 9, the last 9, and we'll do like closest to the pin on par 3s and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is so fun to be like, all right, 7 foot 2 inches, beat that jerk. 2 feet, damn it!
No!
So yeah, I still play Wii Golf, but yeah, Kinect, I'm okay that it's gone. I've never believed
You
in
play
it.
Wii Golf?
Yeah.
So you need to bring in the concept of bingo, bingo, bongo.
What?
You bet. right? You
Yeah.
bet money. All right, here's your new element.
Okay.
Bingo, bango, bongo. I play this when I golf.
Okay.
Long drive as long as it's in the fairway.
Okay.
Closest to pin, and then first on the green, but the first on the green is the farthest one away from the green. So if you have the shortest drive, you're technically the farthest from the green, so you could win money, and then you tally up the pops. So on a par 4 or par 5, there's 4 pops, right?
Okay.
Because it also first or longest putt. So you have longest drive, first on, closest to, and longest putt.
Okay.
Okay. So 4 pops.
Bingo, bongo,
bingo,
bango.
bongo. Bingo, bango, bongo. Yeah, bingo, bango, bongo. So, like, when I play on the course, I'm playing 25 cents a pop. There's a potentially on par 4, par 5, there's a buckle hole if I'm playing 25 cents a pop.
That sounds cool. With all
Right?
different
Adding a
games.
whole new element to it.
For sure.
And you can spice it up, right? Get some more games.
Yeah. No, I love
Plus a shot.
exactly. Longest putt.
Oh,
Shot.
a quarter and a shot. There you go.
So next thing that should be talked about is the lack of some games spoke about, and this was real drop of the ball. Microsoft. No talk of Quantum Break. They've been preaching about this game since the Xbox One was first announced. It's the one that's going to be
It's their Uncharted, basically.
Well, this one's actually going to have live action TV episodic story.
Wow.
And then it translates into the game. So what you do in the game is going to affect the episode.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's an over-the-shoulder shooter. You can stop time, control time. I'm excited for it. The game looks awesome. It's by the same developer who did Alan Wake. I'm not sure, or Alan Wake.
Yeah, I played Alan Wake.
Great game. Loved it. I don't know if you liked
I
it.
did not like
Oh,
it.
I was gonna say the look on his face
You're
was
in the
like.
minority
I remember
on
playing
that.
it, and I'm like, I have to beat this stupid game. I'm
Stupid.
sorry. I'm sorry. That was harsh.
Okay, but you're definitely in the minority on that. But that's alright, to each their own. No talk of it. Apparently, you're going to
No
hear
talk
more
of
about
it.
it on Gamescom, which isn't surprising. That's becoming much bigger than E3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was hearing about that this year. That Gamescom is.
Yeah. And maybe we'll hear more about Sony stuff too in Gamescom. You know, maybe
And
they
is
are
it-
saving their releases.
And is it
for
because Gamescom is more geared towards not so much executives? Because E3 is more geared
that.
towards.
Gamescom's more for the consumer rather
Right,
than
and
yeah.
it was more,
The
and E3 is
developer.
more towards the developers and executive, where Gamescom is
much
more
more
towards
people
the
are
consumer.
going to Gamescom these days than E3.
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, it's in Europe. I think it's in Germany.
Wow.
Yeah. But so you know, there's still hope on that. It's definitely coming. It's just we don't know a lot right now. Scalebound, it was a game they announced last E3 of 2014. It was just pretty much an announcement trailer.
Huh.
Not a lot to know about it, other
Right.
than you interact with dragons. It looks like some sort of RPG adventure game. Nothing on it. They put a lot of hype into it, so again, apparently they're going to talk about that more at Gamescom. Inside, I don't know. I'm not sure what it is. Couldn't say. Crackdown. You want to play Crackdown on the 360?
I played Crackdown.
Fun game.
Like a mix between GTA and Just Cause, kind of.
Yeah.
Just GTA.
Nothing on it. Again, they're saying Gamescom. So I was disappointed in that, because those are big releases for only Microsoft's Xbox One, and nothing. And that's okay. You know, they're gearing up for Gamescom, and I get that. If that's where they're going to make the biggest impact, it's a business
Save it.
decision.
Sure. Yep.
So.
I like it.
And then, last but not least, the big games that are going to be coming here. So, Gears of War 4. I don't know if you guys saw the little bit of the gameplay demo of it.
I heard they announced it.
It's gorgeous,
Is it?
but it looks like Gears of War.
Which is the gray.
It's
Cause
over-the-shoulder shooter, take cover. I mean, those of you who play Gears of War, you're going to be happy. It's Gears of War. It's just prettier, much prettier. It looks like.
much prettier Gears of War.
Recore looks like another post-apocalyptic Earth. Honestly, I would compare it a lot to PlayStation's Horizon Zero Dawn.
I hate that title.
Yeah,
Am I
it's
the only one that
terrible.
hates that title?
It's such a long title.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's
Horizon
It's just like,
Zero
what's 3
Dawn.
awesome names?
It's
Great, so we're gonna have Horizon
Doesn't roll
Zero
off the tongue
Afternoon
well.
next
Yeah,
year.
exactly.
Recore's a lot easier, obviously. Good job. Still not a lot on that. They just show kind of like, hey, this is the announcement trailer. It's a girl in the desert with a robot dog. They wake
Robots again.
up.
Robots and
More
post
robots.
apocalyptic.
That's the theme.
They wake up a killer robot. The dog like sacrifices himself or
Goddard.
herself for the girl. She takes its core. It's like this glowing orb.
The
And sticks it
Allspark.
in this other robot. And
Yep.
it comes back. So, guessing it's gonna be another action adventure role-playing, post-apocalyptic open-world game, just like the other one. Rise of the Tomb Raider. I loved the last Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
Amazing. Did you guys play it?
I played it.
Not.
I liked it because it made me think of Uncharted.
Yeah.
So yeah, for that reason I liked it.
The story's great. I played the remastered. I don't know what you played.
Yeah, I think I played it on PS3.
Gotcha. See, I played the little better looking.
Was that
the one with the
PS3?
hair? That was so amazing. The hair engine. But it was. I mean, the game's beautiful. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, it looks and it handled really well. The controls
Yeah.
were really cool, and even the bow and arrow felt
perfect.
decent.
Yeah. So it looks like a lot like that. Obviously, where this is for a whole new generation of consoles, it's going to be a little prettier than even the remastered version. But it looks great. So, it's another game to look forward to. And that is announced for this year, holiday season.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're
So
right.
that's awesome. Halo 5.
I saw it. It looked like all the Halos. I mean, the only thing of not playing any of the Halo games, I thought it was kind of a cool concept they brought in that they said you're basically going to play both parties.
Mm-hmm.
Master Chief and whoever the other guy was.
Gotcha.
I want to say Lockdown or whatever.
Yeah, Spartan Lock.
Spartan Lock. I had the Lock.
Yeah,
Right?
good job.
So Lockdown.
Lock and key.
But once again, I've only been a Sony player, never played Xbox, or never really got into the Halo games. That's the only thing that I saw that was really different. I could see people who are huge Master Chief fans that this is the end-all be-all. In fact, I know people who are like that, and they're so unbelievably excited about Halo 5 that it's like me with the Taken King.
Any thoughts, opinions? I know you're not a big Halo guy.
Yeah, I'm not a big Halo fan. I mean, honestly, I don't know. I just didn't draw me into it.
You're
I just
fired.
couldn't get into the universe.
You're firing Austin.
I'm fired.
You're fired. Clean out my office.
Do this, you have to do
clean
this.
out your office.
Clean out my office, and then clean out your office, because you're fired.
Halo 5 is going to be awesome. I am a Halo guy. I've played every one of the Halos.
What are the games that you don't like? 'Cause
You know what?
we've
This
heard
is the first time that he's not Mr. Pessimist during these, where he's like, I'm always the naysayer on these games. And this one he's like, I'm so
I love
excited
this.
about this
I love
one.
this.
And
This is gonna
one,
be sweet.
This
This
one,
is gonna be awesome.
This is
This
gonna be
is
great.
gonna be
And this is gonna be great.
Man,
This is
it's
gonna be
gonna be
awesome.
name two games right now that you don't want and look stupid.
2 games I don't want that look stupid. I told you I don't want the new Metroid game or Star Fox game. I also don't have a
So both
Wii.
Nintendo, yeah.
Yeah.
So anyways, Halo 5.
Anyway, go ahead.
You're a
Halo
huge
5 is
fan.
gonna be
Oh,
is
you
gonna
guys
be
don't
the
care.
gonna
Neither
be
of
God.
yours, apparently.
No,
we're still
I
interested.
mean,
We're still
like I
interested.
said, I know Halo people who are gung ho Halo players, and this is like the it. This
Yeah.
is the golden turd.
So, don't like that.
I don't
But Halo 5, the reason I'm excited is it's a continuation of how Halo 4 left off, which was kind of an emotional ending.
I heard
For
4 was
those-
good.
Yeah, it was really good. 343 Industries did great. Whereas I felt like Bungie with Halo Reach didn't do a very good job with it at
Hmm.
all. In fact, I'm very happy Bungie's out of the picture because I feel like they're ruining the franchise. But
They're more Destiny guys.
and I think you can tell that from Halo Reach that Bungie was done. It's just,
Yeah.
we've done what we can. Just stop it. But
Leave us alone.
the thing is what's gotten better with Halo is with each game, more and more story about Master Chief has been entered into the game, and that's what's very interesting because you don't really know a lot about Master Chief unless you've gone out and read the books and the expanded universe, which I haven't. I've checked some stuff out like Wikipedia and stuff, and apparently this game is going to have a lot of people from Team Blue, which those of you who have read the expanded universe, again, I just think I have this from Wikipedia. It's like Master Chief's team before there were really any more Spartans left. And that's the big thing with Halo, is he's like the only Spartan, really, at least of that generation.
Okay.
But in this one, how 4 ends, spoilers, Cortana dies, and that's his AI. She's great,
Right,
she's
we talked about
funny, and she's the one, it's really interesting. Master Chief is the human in the game. Cortana is the AI. But the way Master Chief is created and the way he's set up, he's less human than Cortana. So Cortana, the computer system, kind of brings the human element to the game.
Interesting. The emotion.
Exactly.
aspect. Yeah, that's a cool idea.
And through the game, the game series, he becomes more human because more human.
We make up
Human.
words here in
He
Entertainment
becomes more
Avalanche.
human because of
Neverly.
his relationship.
What was it? Neverly? Okay,
Yep.
go ahead.
With Cortana. So when that relationship ends because Cortana dies, it destroys Master Chief. You can tell it hurts him bad
Wow.
because it's
That's
like
his
his
bread and
last.
butter.
Well, it's honestly I think cares more about Cortana than he does Earth at that point. That's his humanity, and she dies. So you still don't know a lot about Halo 5, but the first announcement video, he's holding this clip kind of thing in his hand, and you see him squeeze it. Well, that's Cortana's chip. And I think it's all about trying to figure out a way I need to get her back. I don't know if
That
that's
sounds
Well,
That's
and
like
the
a
thing
cool
that
premise.
I mean, they came out with the Master Chief Collection, right?
Yeah, I
that
have
was
that.
supposed to be the first 4, right?
First 3.
First 3.
No, you're right. It does have all
Yeah.
4, yeah.
So I thought that was a cool concept to release that before Halo 5, so that maybe people that didn't start, with 1, that maybe they started with.
Well, and it comes with the Xbox One now.
So maybe
Huh.
they started with 3, or maybe they started with 4. I really like the concept that they did with that, because it is one of those stories that I've talked to people who are Halo fans, and it's all about Master Chief is one of the most recognizable characters
Yeah.
in video gaming, along with Snake and Mario, and
Yeah.
people talk about Master Chief, and they
Yeah.
talk about that story. And I thought that was a great idea to come out with the Master Chief collection, predicating
It had a lot of
Halo
issues,
5.
But the one thing though is that I'm very curious on this is the multiplayer is only online, whereas the last ones it was co-op local.
Yeah, you could do the
You could split
Split
screen
screen,
it.
Yeah.
So with this is I feel like maybe they're watching a little bit of Bungie and saying this always online thing is where this is going.
Which could potentially be big.
Hey, I'm fine with it. I'm always online anyway, so
Yeah.
it doesn't bug me. I don't have a bunch of friends that come over to play games inside my home. It's always through the internet. For younger kids, though, it kind of sucks. When I was 13, 14, I always had people over playing video games.
That's the way to do it.
So-
There's the only way to do it.
Yeah, so. But I'm
Yeah, but
excited.
now houses have multiple TVs, and people could just bring over their Xboxes and play.
That's true.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it.
So I'm excited for that. That game's going to be awesome. I'm very excited for that. And aesthetically, it's going to be amazing. And the multiplayer, they're finally bringing in the iron sights. Some people have played the beta of the multiplayer, so they have a pretty good idea what it's going to be.
Sweet.
That being said, anything else I want to throw in before we wrap this episode up?
No?
I want to say really quick, Ubisoft really surprised me. My game I'm most excited for isn't even Assassin's Creed.
Oh, The Division.
The
Right.
Division? Well, there's a lot. And
Okay.
I really hope they fulfill me on these. But the Division looks good. Siege looks really good.
Siege.
They came out with a new game I had no idea of called For Honor.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a really cool...
Knights vs. Vikings.
Yeah, Knights, Vikings, and Samurais were all just kind of in a really cool combat-focused... I don't even know what to call it, but I love it. I didn't know anything about it. They did that one and another Ghost Recon game, Wasteland. Gosh.
Battlefront.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't even mention that. That's not Ubisoft. But
Right,
yeah,
Battlefront. They
yeah.
finally showed some good stuff on that, which is going to be awesome.
Doom.
So,
Doom was
yeah.
also announced. That looked really
Yeah.
cool.
Yep. So a lot of good stuff is coming out. Maybe not from Sony.
Or
but
Microsoft.
there'll be stuff to play.
There'll be some third-party games. That
Especially
are gonna make
this
everything great.
holiday season. There's going to be a lot. Well, I'm excited for.
Assassin's Creed 2, Syndicate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
I'm sure Austin will be putting some videos up of that.
Yeah, I will be doing that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for tuning in for another episode of Enter the Pod. Again, my name is Eric Burton, also known as Ebu.
This is Derek, a.k.a. Titar.
Austin Macho or Macho Wolfman.
Next week, being the 4th of July weekend, there will not be another podcast video, but there will be a Let's Play. Please check it out. Again, like, subscribe, share, leave us a comment. You can hit us up via email, Entertainment Avalanche Gaming. We love your feedback. Please tell your friends. Thanks again. Have a good night.